this. What are some exercises that
What are some exercises that you are watching
people who are watching or listening
or
can
listening
practice
can practice
to be able to build
their willpower? Their willpower. Scientifically proven techniques to increase willpower.
So one simple technique that my guru taught me in the monastery, the way to develop willpower is
to finish what you begin.
It's really easy to
start
something,
but to finish something
takes tremendous
amount of
work.
work,
At the start,
At the start, everybody is
inspired, full of
they are full
enthusiasm
of enthusiasm
energy,
because
they're
motivated.
motivated.
Right to something new. It's
Inspiring,
and then halfway through
the
project,
through half project,
everybody looks at each other and go, whose idea
whose idea
was this?
Right.
and then people just
abandon it and go
start something new.
When you
finished
what you begin, and you actually it requires
tremendous amount of work.
So the way I develop my bicep is I use
my bicep
to lift weights to develop more
bicep,
right?
Wise upright.
I use my bicep
to develop bicep.
The way you develop
willpower to use
your mental muscle
your mental muscle
to develop more muscle. So every time you finish
what you begin, you actually develop in willpower.
So for me, the way I develop
willpower,
so I look at my average
day,
and I go,
what other opportunities
in my day that
I can use
to
develop willpower.
One simple thing that I talk about
quite often
is
sleep. Every day I sleep.
Right, it's a
reoccurring event.
I never go
a day without sleeping. Right.
Me too.
Right. So every day I sleep. So before I sleep, I floss. I brush my teeth. Throw on my pajamas.
On pajamas. Then go to sleep.
How do I finish
the process of
sleep?
I make the bed in the morning.
So every day I wake up in the morning. I make the bed.
And I make the bed.
There's not a single day that
goes by
that
I haven't made the bed in the last 25 years.
Right. So every day.
Alright, I just say every day.
I wake up,
I finish.
So when I make the
bed,
I finish what
I make the bed. I finish what I begin, and I'm developing willpower.
So now most people look
at mundane things
throughout the day, like making the bed.
Making the bed.
So why should I waste time on it?
Oh, that mundane task. Why should I waste time?
Whereas in the
whether in the monastery we were trained that all the simple tasks throughout the day, from making the bed to putting away your clothes, washing your breakfast, dish in the morning, and
you come into
the house
and you
take
shoes off and sit
your shoes,
kicking it
to the side.
and put them in.
You can put.
It takes an extra
5 seconds.
But you're finishing the process
of coming home.
Right? And all those things are little acts to
develop willpower.
Imagine if
you are taking a pebble and putting it in a jar every time.
2 weeks later,
2 weeks later,
the jar will be
filled with.
So I look at the
task
throughout
the day.
Finishing those tasks
as opportunities to develop willpower. And after
a month, I developed tremendous amount. Now I can use them.
Now I can use that willpower
and direct it with
my
align it
with my passion
to create
discipline in my life,
so that I can enjoy
what I love more.
Because how you do anything is how you're training yourself to do everything.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's
about
creating rituals
throughout the day.
People don't realize that.
And people don't realize that so the whole
monastery, the life
in the monastery was filled with rituals.
Everything we did,
the whole day. By looking at a monk, you could tell what time of day it was.
Because you knew what he was doing.
Because you knew what he was doing.
Right. So I've structured my life. Now to create
as many
rituals
as possible throughout the day.
And I'm even training
my 10-month older daughter the same way.
She sleeps at
she sleeps at a certain time.
She eats
She is at a certain time.
We take her for a walk.
We take her for a walk.
Walk at 5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock.
In the evening.
In the evening every day.
Every day
at 5 p.m.
She bathes at a certain time.
She pays it at a certain time.
Just to train
rituals. And rituals shape the subconscious mind. Helps you to create those patterns in the subconscious.
Okay, that's absolutely incredible.
Okay, that's absolutely incredible. So,
what would your message be for everybody as well?
Message
Watching if we're gonna give them
a challenge.
I would say step one. Truly take time to figure out
what's your passion in life. It's because that's really going to drive
your
ability to discipline your life.
And one of the ways is
in honor the ways
being just by yourself.
Just by yourself.
Yes. And the
Yes,
simple,
and the simple thing to do
is wake up in
the morning, have a thorough, quiet spot in your apartment or your home,
and sit down with yourself.
And sit down with yourself for 5 minutes.
No music.
No music.
No books.
No books.
No podcast.
No podcast.
Nothing.
Nothing. And to have a conversation. If I wanted to get to know Jim, I might have a conversation with you. I needed to ask you questions. I ask you questions. If I ask you what you ate yesterday, I don't learn very much.
But I ask you why do you do?
But I ask you why do you do what you do? Tell me about your life passion.
If I do that,
if I do that
every week,
I'll really get to know
you. So have that.
You so have that same
conversation with yourself. If you do that every day, I bet you after a month or 3 months, you'll start to discover. You'll start to discover what is truly important in your life. And that becomes your passion, which then you can align your willpower by finishing what you begin every day. Pick one task. If making the bed in the morning. Don't make the bed. You don't make the bed in the morning. Start making the bed. Every morning, wake up, make the bed. Make your bed. Wash the dishes. Or wash the dishes. Wash the dishes. And every time you finish what you begin, don't think that you are making the best thing. Think that you are developing willpower. You're training. It's a training practice. Right. So when I make the bed, I don't look at it at all. I'm making the bed. I look at it as I'm developing my willpower. And that drives me to make the bed. And that the willpower. And that is the willpower I'm developing here. Allows me to spend time to discipline my life. To discipline my life. Which allows me to get more what I love in my life. That's why I make the bed.
I think a large part of people who are watching this right now believe that they haven't found their purpose. Or they think that there's just one purpose to their life. What you're feeling about. And what you're feeling about purpose. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't know their purpose because they will never spend any time trying to find their purpose. And there's no structure. Approach to it. So even when you're growing up. Then when you're growing up, nobody tells you at school that you need a purpose in life. But if you look at your purpose in life, but if you look at your daily life, your whole life is driven by purpose. By purpose. People get in a car. Why? Because it's a purpose. There's purpose. Drive to go to dinner. To drive to go to dinner. To go to work. Drive to go to work. Right. You take a shower. The shower. There's a purpose. You take a shower. There's a purpose. You know everything
you do
throughout the day.
all the
mundane things is purpose driven. So why should the life have a purpose?
And most people
don't know their purpose because they never spend time with themselves. And I know dream people say to me, "Oh, I spend time with myself." Every evening, I walk my dog for half an hour. That's my long time.
And you're like, no, that's
that's walking
your dog. And you know me, I love
defining things. Defining things. You know, people say, "Oh, I go for a jog." Say, "Oh, I go for a jog."
In the park. That's my alone time. I can know.
That's
jogging in the park. You can't
say that
that's your
alone time.
When I say
you want to find your purpose,
you need to sit down.
You needed to sit down.
No music.
No podcast.
No journal.
No journals.
Eyes closed.
Going internally and having a dialogue with yourself.
The way I can get
to know you is to spend time with you. We met every week, every Friday. For 2 hours.
For 2 hours?
After a year, we know each other really well.
I know what makes you happy.
I know what makes you happy. What makes you sad.
What drives you.
What drives me, what doesn't drive you.
Same
way, how you
would you discover your purpose?
Discover your purpose by spending structured time with yourself.
In introspection.
In introspection.
And
so we are talking about
willpower. We're talking about discipline.
We are talking about discipline. But underneath that,
it's interesting.
It's interesting.
Because I don't think a lot
of people are related to
decide to love
and
self-awareness. But self-awareness is so important. Superpower.
It's a super power.
It totally is.
It totally is. And if you don't know what you want, then you'll never be driven.
And that's why if you look
at
most people,
they go from one thing to another.
They're driven by
the trends of society. Now this is popular. So I'll do it for a while.
Maybe it's yoga, then it's
yoga.
Soul cycle.
Then it's soul cycling.
That's this.
And then it's this and it's that, and people are just going from
one thing to another.
One thing that if you look at the most successful people on the world,
they just do
one thing.
Right.
They just do one thing.
Play tennis.
They play tennis or they play football. Like the people. Or someone to the athletes that I work with.
Once
a soccer play that.
That's all he's done. Since he was a kid.
Ever since he was a kid, he's played soccer. Everyday tennis, I mean, he might
play with his
cousin
on the weekend or something.
on the weekend or something,
But that's all
But that's all he does.
he does.
He just
one thing.
does one thing.
That's why he accepts
And that's why he excels in it.